Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today is a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the LA Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're... about that is maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Boy, Keenan Allen couldn't pull that one in. That'll bring up second down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This pass reeled in by Horn. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, it's Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground.
Touchdown! Jalen Tolbert hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. There he goes, left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 more yards there and another first down. On play action, they'll throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 30.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. More from L.A. in a moment. Herbert on first down now. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter. And it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Herbert. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jalen Tolbert with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Banks, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Montgomery down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. David Montgomery taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
False start, offense.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
59.
Herbert now. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Herbert back to the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Allen. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Charger 17-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Dobbins trying the left side. Runs over it. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And the Saints are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Now it's Herbert. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Keenan Allen from 3 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Now the try here for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That goes for a gain of 31. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Chargers! From 6 yards away. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Now the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions in their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and I think for them, it would be an even better accomplishment to get there now because it seems like a little bit of a reach.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Herbert throwing again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete there to Johnson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this
Offside.
game.
Defense.
They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he returns this to the 22. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That is caught by Dell. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He gets it to Johnston. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They go play action here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to...
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Kenneth Murray able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
21.
Here's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On play action, they'll throw. Touchdown! Take down 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Takedown with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Chargers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. They'll try and throw for it. He shakes him off. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. That catch, by the way, ties him with Anquan Bolden all time. He's now at 1,076 career catches.
That number's staggering, isn't it? And to accumulate that many catches, you have to have played like Anquan Bolden with a fierce toughness and a ton of pride.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Fires a slant complete to Tolbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the 50, here's Herbert. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Allen, the man in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and on play action, here's Herbert. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. J.K. Dobbins. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line. And here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the catch and run covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finds Johnston. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Touchdown! Quinn Johnston. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the two.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. J.K. Dobbins, 76 yards. And the Saints use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Quentin Johnston and the offense back to work. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, you're a former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off. So you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of players. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 231 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On first down, it's Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The Saints on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Herbert now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson from 8 yards out. And the Saints tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. He gets it to Johnston. Into space at the 45. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. They'll set up a throw, being chased out left. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Saints have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Hey, ram. Let's go.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They go play action here on first down. It's reeled in downfield by Johnston. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
That is caught by Dell. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive start. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Set. Let's go.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going for it with Dobbins. There he goes left side. Down the left sideline. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, they kind of